Hey, what's up, you guys? Oh my gosh, don't let me drop my paper. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Margina Jose, aka MJ, and I am back with another video. Guys, before we get into this video, please make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, and hit that little thumbs button right here in the description, right there. Make sure you hit that and share this video with someone who is interested in this, okay? Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's get straight into it. Hey guys, I wanted to start off this video by thanking everybody who watched my previous video on how to become a teacher. Thank you so much for the support on that video. In this video, I want to discuss the pros of becoming a teacher. So I've really been seeing a lot of like, I quit teaching, I hate this job, all these things. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a saint and like, you know, I haven't said those things. I've had my, you know, issues and discretions when it comes to education and teaching. But over the past, like, you know, especially at the beginning of this new year, I really wanted to not change, but improve my outlook on teaching, because teaching has benefited me in so many different ways. And I figured, why not come here and just share with you guys who are in teaching, who may be feeling really frustrated in your teaching field, or people who are not in teaching, and kind of like breaking down the myths or figuring out pretty much like some pros about teaching, because everyone could come here and complain about how much they hate teaching all day, but we also have to cover about the benefits and the pros of being a teacher or being in the field of education, because you may not be a teacher right now, you might be in the field of education, so this still applies to you. But I feel like it's really important to adapt and being flexible in that, because teaching is changing, there's also doors that are opening and doors that are closing. So today I want to talk about the pros in education and how you can benefit if you are in education, or if you're interested in teaching, how to still be interested in teaching, because there are a few pros. So the first thing I want to talk about is the days off. I don't care what anyone wants to say. Teachers, people who work in the education field, the days off are amazing. And I had to start off with that because that's what I like the most. I'm gonna be honest. I love having the days off on holidays. I love having my weekends always off, even though it goes by super fast. I love having my weekends off. I love having the holidays off, and I love like the bonus days. And I call it bonus days because there are days that the district actually gives teachers days off. So I love those perks. I like knowing like, okay, for the winter holiday, I'm going to have 2 weeks out of December. I'm going to have 1 week off in November. I'm going to have another like break in February. So the breaks are there, like no doubt about it. I feel like when teachers complain about, oh, there's not enough days off or there's not enough time, I agree to some extent, but I do feel like it's what you do with your time. So I will, you know, if you want me to talk about that, let's talk about that. The second thing that I'm going to be straight up honest with you, there's a teacher shortage, okay? And there are pros in having a teacher shortage, okay? There are cons too, but what I want to talk about when it comes to the pros is that teaching is a high demanding job, okay? So when I say that it should be looked at as a pro, it should be, because when I wanted to move from Florida to Georgia, I didn't have to think twice for how am I going to find a job. Not once did that pop up in my head. I literally went on to Georgia Department of Education. I did my little like certification requirements. And if you want to know what are the requirements to get into Georgia DOE, hit my last video. I explained all of that. I went to a job fair, and guys, when I say it was in demand, the field that I was in, like they were looking for all type of teachers. So and again, if you're not interested in becoming a teacher, the field of education period. So if you're looking to be a counselor, a technician, all of those things, again, they're high in demand when it comes to education. So the third tip that I want to get into is higher pay. So people always talk about how like teaching, there's no money in teaching. Why would I want to be a teacher? I have my godmother who's a nurse, and she's always like making jokes about like, oh, I feel so bad for teachers. Y'all don't make no money. Guys, that is true to a certain extent, but again, it's what you utilize your degree in, it's what you do with your time. So I always tell people it's really what you have. It's pretty much like what are your credentials, and then we can like base it off of how much you're really gonna make. So for me, when I wanted to make more money, I moved because Florida wasn't paying enough for teachers, like education and stuff like that. So I had researched different states that had a higher salary. That was one way I kind of like got out of that little rut of like, oh my God, like I'm not making enough money. I just went to another state and I saw the starting pay, the starting salary, and I was like, boom, let's get into it. So please go ahead and look around different states, because maybe your state doesn't make enough and you might have to realize, okay, another state is gonna make more money. And also your educational background makes a huge difference. So don't oppose to that, because you may want to go ahead and get certified in something else, and that can also boost up your income or how much you get paid at work as a teacher. One thing I also started to do was after school. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, I picked up an after school job so I can make extra money because I was already going to be there from the time I start work till the end of the day. So I was like, what's another 3 hours being at work? Not much. So I was like, why not just get an extra job? So you can get an extra job. You can find other ways to kind of like supplement that. You don't make enough money. You just might have to grind a little harder, right? So don't really fall into that trap when people say there's not enough money. Honestly, the economy, there isn't enough money, unless you're like in something very, very lucrative, then that's a whole different field. But everyone's struggling, let's just be honest. So the fifth tip when it comes to teaching is that if you are passionate about something, as far as like a subject, or if you're really good at something, there is a field out there for teaching. Like I promise you guys, like I am always just looking up, like, I'll be honest, I'm at work sometimes looking up at different jobs because I always am curious on what's going out there in the career world. And I am always looking at like, okay, like someone could teach how to do this, do that. There's teachers in every subject. Whatever you like to do, go ahead and teach it. There's definitely a field out there. And if there isn't, don't oppose to asking these schools if they need this, because they may not have posted it because there isn't someone to teach it. They may be seeking someone. So go to these technical schools, ask them, hey, like, I know how to do this. I have my certification in this, and see if they'll build some type of like, curriculum for you. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, guys, I'm always coming here trying to give you guys some really easy tips on how to get into the field of education and teaching, because this is the stuff that I wish somebody would have told me, so then I could have been more like knowledgeable. But hopefully this information is something that you can go ahead and take away and continue to strive, continue to do some amazing things out there. So again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, hit that thumbs button, because whatever trust me, there's someone here who wants to know this as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.